all, welcome back to my channel. So in our previous video, we discussed on the concept of shallow copy and deep copy. So in this video, we will try to explore the concept of operator overloading. So when it comes to operator overloading, so in C++, you guys have used different operators like addition, subtraction, and so on. So these operators are mainly used on primitive data types. Okay, say for example, if you have some integers or float type, so if you to to add that to the these operators like addition, subtraction, they are applied on these primitive data types. Say for example, or you are in a situation where you need to apply these operators on the user defined data types. Say for example, if you want to add two objects, so how can we do? So the solution is this operator overloading. So let's explore this. Let's take a simple class. So let's take a class called complex, and let's have two variables maybe. So int imaginary part and int real part. Okay, so we will also have maybe a default constructor. Okay, okay, let me change the name of the class to this, and then yeah, let's have a default constructor where maybe yeah, simply I will initialize it to 0, and also uh, real as well to 0, and also let's have a parameterized constructor. So int x and int y, and let's initialize it with x and then this with y. Okay, so we have our parameterized constructor. So now let's create an object here of this class. Say yeah, yeah, c and c1. Okay, c1 class with the value maybe 4 comma 5. Okay, that is a real and imaginary values, part of values. Okay, then yeah, also let's create another object, maybe yeah, here itself c2 with yeah, 5 and 6. Okay, and let's have a display function. Yeah, display function, uh, which will just display the yeah, uh, our complex number, imaginary and real values. Cout or values. Okay, yes. Okay, so sorry, that is yeah, real, what is the name, sorry, imaginary, or sorry, real, and so this is just the format actually, and yeah, imaginary, then and then. Okay, so it will just display it. So let's yeah, call the display function for both of this. C1 dot this, what is the problem here? Maybe let me save it once. Did I make any mistake? Here C is missing, so that's correct now maybe, and R is not capital, it's small, sorry. Okay, let me just save it. Maybe it should work now. Okay, return type, let me just give it as wide, and I think this one again is small. Yeah, now it should. So dot display, yeah, we'll call display function, and also we will call c2 with display function. Yeah. Okay, and let's just save this and let's run this. And I see a problem here because this is u here. Let's change it to y. Let's save this and run this again, and here is your output, that is 5 plus 4i i4 and 6 plus i5. Okay, now just think that you want to add c1 to c2. So let's create an object c3 which should have c1 plus c2. Okay, so to do this we need to create a function here, friend function, to implement this addition operator overloading concept. So firstly, if we want to do it with the friend function, the syntax goes very simple. So friend, and the return type, that is nothing but your function, sorry, the class name, uh, tab. Okay, and the keyword operator, and whatever operator you want to use overload with, say for example addition here, and yeah, the parameters, that is nothing but two objects. These are of same type, cm, yeah, this class type, so cm. Okay, this type. Okay, next let's create a temporary uh, uh, object here, and then here we need to just yeah, temp dot imaginary part, sorry, real part equals what is that, sorry, here whatever the past objects, say for example maybe whatever is the past object, that is, say for example p here maybe, and q here. So p dot yeah, the same real part, plus here q dot the real part. Okay, so this goes this way, and similarly for the imaginary part, temp dot imaginary equals p dot imaginary plus q dot q dot yeah, imaginary. So and return of the same type, that is nothing but return your temp. Yeah, so that's it. So this friend function will, sorry, of course this should be outside. So if I'm implementing it as friend function, just I will just cut this, it will be outside. Of course, that's what the concept of friend function. Say for example, if some other functions outside the class wants to access, then you can declare it as a friend. So just I'll take the yeah, just I will just put it here. Let me just remove this and this as well, and yeah, all is good. So this is how it should be. So let me just try to what yeah, this needs to be removed, this is not required here, friend. So I think this is all good now here. Yeah, now let's create a object c3. Okay, object c3, and which is nothing but uh, let me put it as c3 equals c1 plus c2. Yeah, so what this does is it just goes here, it just adds up the real part and adds up the imaginary part of two objects and puts it in the real and imaginary part respectively of the c3. So let me also call c3 dot display so that I can see the its real and imaginary part displayed in the output. So that is c3 dot display. So let me just save this. So I think no errors here. Run this again, and if you see here the output, 6 plus 5, that is 11, and 5 plus 4, 9. So we have added the two objects with its say in this case it is like a complex number, so imaginary parts are added and real parts are added. Okay, now just think that you don't want to go for a friend function. If you want to implement this inside the class itself, very simple, just copy this part and just put it, sorry, control Z, just copy this part and just implement it directly inside the class itself. Okay, then just save it. So I think everything should be good. What is missing here now? Okay, okay, let me just run this. So saved, let me run this here. Looks like there is an issue. One moment. Okay, this is correct. So this is correct. Okay. Mhm. So I don't think. Uh, Okay, because here if you are implementing directly inside the class itself, it's a overloaded operator with a, yeah, say for example this one, then it the one value is already present here, so we don't need to create two objects. I mean pass two objects, just one object here. Yeah, that is how it is. And then yeah, instead of this, uh, what is that, yeah, the actual real value, and then the yeah, the actual imaginary value of the first object is directly been taken. So this is how you implement directly inside the class. Actually only one object, the C2 objects, that you can just pass it here. I mean just add as a parameter here, and then the real and imaginary of C1 is already taken here, and that will be put into temp and then return to C3. So that's how it is. Let me just save this. That's why we got an error here. See, it's from derived, so not derived from, yeah. Let me just run this now. So here you go. Yeah, if you can implement it directly inside the class, or if you want to implement it outside as a friend function, that is also possible. So thanks for watching the video. This was all about operator overloading. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you.